Self-judgment is a calling back home, back to presence, back to love, back to who you really are in essence. And from that place, you can see that these harsh words, these critical thoughts are first of all not true, and second, then this is a part inside of you that needs you. It needs your awareness and your love, and that you can hold this part of you and remember who you are. I'm Johanna, by the way, and on here I just share whatever I feel the flow of life wants to express for me. And today it's self-judgment, the whisper of self-judgment, to return to the love and to the presence that you already are, that is inside of you right now, listening to this, that is not just inside of you, but pervading everything you see. I want to tell you a little story. It's a scene from a movie I really like, and I think it's really profound. It's from the movie Evan Almighty, something. And in this one scene, his wife is in a coffee shop. And she's very miserable in that moment and doesn't know what to do. And then she talks to the waiter, who is Morgan Freeman, the only man who we ever accepted to play God on screen, right? And he's saying something to her that is so profound and so deep. He says the following: if somebody prays for patience, does God give them patience or the opportunity to be patient? If somebody prays for courage, does God give them courage or the opportunity to be courageous? And if somebody prays for the family to be closer, does he zap them with fuzzy, warm feelings? Or does he give them the opportunity to be loving? And you can exchange the word God here, right? If it doesn't resonate with universe, source, flow of life, the all-encompassing higher intelligence that is you and that is through you, and at the same time so much bigger than you. And I think why this is so beautiful and it fits so well with self-judgment is because what he's talking about is not that the patience and the courage and the love would be given by God, source, universe, flow of life, right? It's not like it's somehow something given, you pray for it and then it's given. No, because it already is inside of you. It already is inside of you. And you've just forgotten in that moment. And it's the same with self-judgment. I know we don't want to experience it. I know these critical thoughts and these harsh words, they're so challenging to navigate, and we can really lose ourselves in them, right? I get it. And then we think that they're really true, and then we feel so much pain inside of us, and then it kind of feeds itself, and it's this loop. I get that. And at the same time, this self-judgment, these thoughts, are a whisper to remember the love, meaning the unity, the oneness within. And how do we do that? By, first of all, becoming aware of those thoughts, right? Which you are already doing, and this is the most important step. And it's so beautiful. You are already aware of those thoughts. So many of us are walking around and we don't even realize that these thoughts are there. So this is such a crucial and important step, to become aware that there are thoughts that are full of self-judgment, that are critical towards ourselves, and thus creating a split, right? That there are thoughts which are very harsh and maybe even belittling ourselves. So to become aware of that and to understand that these are just thoughts. They are not true. They're just thoughts, just a conditioning from the past, something you've picked up on. They are not true. And then in this awareness, you can meet them with compassion and full-on acceptance. You don't need them to be gone. You don't need to resist them. You don't need to fix them. You don't need to change them. It's actually the opposite. By surrendering fully to the present moment, by fully being with what is right now, knowing it's not ultimately true, knowing these are just thoughts, you have already stepped outside of it. And you are already in touch again with presence, and thus with love, with unity, with oneness. So it's a whisper every single time, right? A self-judgment comes up in your head. Take it as a reminder of that love within. As a little bell that says, ooh, okay, thank you. Let me come back to the present moment. Let me feel my hands. Let me feel my feet on the ground. Let me feel my breath. Be in the present moment. And fully accept anything that is part of this moment right now. Just right now. And with that comes so much love, comes so much unity. You see again, you feel it, you sense it, that you're one. You are one. And this is how your self-judgment is a whisper back to the love, to the presence, to the oneness that you already are right now.